recession, something everyone's talking about, speculating about, nobody knows. I believe you said in the past, at least, you think it's quite possible there'll be a recession in the United States second half 23. Also, you've talked about a recession in Europe. Is your view on that changing? Because some of the economic numbers are coming in a little bit more reassuring. Some people, even like Larry Summers, he still thinks it's more likely than that, but he's not as gung-ho on recession as he once was. Where are you?
So what we are seeing is different countries are at very different places, so you actually cannot speak in generalities. We expect to see a rolling series of country recessions, but short of anything crazy happening geopolitically, and this time last year we wouldn't have predicted what happened in Ukraine, you've seen the tails come in. So you've seen the over-optimism from some about soft landings and the economy's doing well, but equally you've seen the severe case downside also coming in. I think the general view in the States, certainly one we hold at Citi, is we expect to see a mild recession, largely driven by the painfully persistent service inflation. It's coming off, but it's still pretty high, and we do expect to see central banks continue tightening as a result. But the vulnerabilities that amplified previous recessions around the world are not present. You know, banks are in very good shape, consumer balance sheets are in good shape, corporate balance sheets are in good shape, and I think that omens well for a mild recessions when they come, rather than ones that we have to be worried about.
Do we know exactly the state of the economy? Because there's a lot more that is in private, behind closed walls, that since the great financial crisis, because of some of the regulations, a lot has moved out of banks like yours that are highly regulated. Are we confident we know the situation?
To the extent that anybody can be confident, we serve clients across the spectrum, not just those that are in the public markets, but the private asset space is a very important one. And we certainly see very healthy corporate balance sheets across the board. Our net credit losses from the commercial bank and from our corporate banking business in the last year, I've never seen them so low. And I think this omens well in our M&A activity, for example. The number of dialogues that we're having with CEOs about truly transformational M&A at the moment is enormous. Not quite the pipeline it was last year, but it is a pipeline that, as prices have become more reasonable and corporate balance sheets are in good shape, that CEOs are thinking transformation much more than you might think, despite the fact that there's also an adjustment to the reality of more mild recessions ahead.